Good afternoon and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. I have, not my best performance in war, but it's got an interesting fight that I didn't know about, so I want to get it out there. I start off on path 6 here. This is my path for the season. So I'm bringing Claire versus an all-or-nothing Hyperion. This is a pretty simple fight because Claire can nullify power gain. There are no nodes here because like global nodes like flow tactics or any of that, because this is just tier 6 wars, I believe, just shy of it. So we're like, well, now we're 2 wins away, but at the time of this war we were 1 win away. Spoiler alert, we ended up losing, partially my fault. I apologize for that, but I did take a lot of lessons from this and I'll carry that forward. So that Hyperion, pretty much a free takedown, and I'll move straight into a Clairvoyant here as well. Normally I like to bring Ghost and Hood synergy for this path, but I decided to bring just Ghost since I knew I could take that Hyperion with Claire. And Ghost on this Fisticuffs Black Widow Clairvoyant, it's a little risky because I do run a little bit of a risk of taking a special 3 to the face, just because of like the natural power gain she has if they're running suicides from Fisticuffs. As well as any kind of like parry while Fisticuffs is active will give her power gain as well, and that can be kind of annoying. And then the Fisticuffs node does make playing Ghost a little weird, but overall not a bad fight. When she throws a heavy, I get 3 Furies from it, and it's an easy fight. So if I can bait 1 heavy, it's really easy. I don't even have to throw a special from there. After that, I tagged my alliance mate, asked him if he wanted me to take a crack at Doom first. He had a Human Torch. He said, yeah, go ahead and jump in. He wanted to take a breather. So I was like, I don't think there's anything too crazy here in this Doom. I'm not running any synergies, so I do got to be careful and make sure I double check all my things, nodes and abilities, and make sure that everything's going to be okay. So I jump in here with Ghost. And I just have to worry about essentially like a buff toggle. I think it's unstoppable, but honestly, I don't remember at this point because my memory's shoddy these days. I am able to ignore that backhand to the face, and there's the unstoppable trigger. So I do have to wait. I bait out a heavy here just so I can get my standard rotation in. He throws his special 1. I'm able to dex that properly, and now he's got the Aura of Hazaroth up. So during this time, I don't want to be like doing any heavies or specials. No problem. I wait out the timer there, and here I actually thought FaZe was gonna save me, so I kind of dexed a little early, but it did not. It's kind of an unfortunate reality, but that's okay. We have the unstoppable timer going there. I was worried about getting pinned into the corner, so I went ahead and threw my special 3 just to be safe, because I'm not in a position of any kind of like danger, and I don't want it to be any kind of position of danger, so I give that to give myself some breathing room. The unstoppable timer comes off. Now I just got to dex 1 special 1 and finish the fight off with a couple of 1-hit counters. I probably could have done a 5-hit counter there immediately and it would have been fine, but it is what it is. Next up, we have Heimdall. Now, Heimdall on this node, every time you have the armor up, you do get like 0 damage from crits. It's neat, but honestly, I think you lose a lot of the value of Heimdall, where he is like that unblockable special 2. So it's clever, but I just think there are better placements here, but that's fine. I jumped in here with Ghost, and now that I'm like well aware of the fact that you only have to worry about the special 2 if he has an armor up, I throw my special 2. I know the first hit's going to get 0 damage because of the armor up, but that's okay. I want to remove it so that I can safely push him into a special 2 and not have to worry about his unblockable special 2. But I actually see an opening here to just do a 5-hit combo, uncrit, or non-crit based special 2 for the takedown, and that's good enough for me, so I go ahead and do that. Like these low tier wars, or technically high tier wars, technically, speaking, tier 6 is higher than tier 3, number wise, are not really that hard. You can just beat them down pretty easy. And then I have a Corvus Glaive here. I think this is a rank 3 Corvus Glaive. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly have no idea because he's running suicides, and I'm just hitting him for so much. He's not really that defensive like value as a champion, so I feel like that was just a full diversity pick, which is weird because like they already have a lot of dupes on their defense. I feel like they could have had a better placement there, even like a rank 3 like Man-Thing, or rank 3 like, I don't know, Black Panther Civil War or Colossus or something would have been better than that Corvus Glaive, but it's whatever. Next up, I jump into this Thing fight, and this Thing does have the, I think every period of time he goes unblockable is the like interaction here. So other than that, it's just a standard ghost fight, really no big deal. At this point, I'm trying to get my counter up to get him up to the 15, so the next time I have to worry about a special. The recoil is really helpful for me here. I back off to do mediums so that I can ensure I'll get him to a bar of power during the time when he can throw a special. He throws the special, now I don't have to worry about the rock stacks for another 15. So I'm able to get my standard combos in, pummel him in between all of those phase, get my free damage in, and that recoil really helped. It was a free 10%. He hit a bar of power there at kind of an awkward timing for me, so I wanted to throw my special 3 here, 1 for the free damage, and 2 just to give myself some breathing room. Sometimes it's really nice to have. I also didn't mean to build up to a special 3. I wanted to get a special 2 intercept. It just didn't give me an opening. He throws a heavy here, I'm able to punish it. He throws a special 2, which would normally worry me, but the recoil plus a single medium is able to take him out. Otherwise, I would have been in some deep water. Next up, I have this Domino. This is a fight where I'm going to trip up because, you know, she just plays weird. So she's got Tank Buster and Resistor. It's really not, and Kinetic, the Kinetic Reactor, when she hits your block, she gains power. This is a weird fight. So I only do 5-hit combos, you'll see here, or a total of 5 one-hit combos. So I couldn't get an opening there. I wasn't confident, so I do a post-combo counter. That's 2 hits there, a medium counter there, a medium counter there, and then 1 more medium counter, and I'm like looking for a medium, a special 2, and she doesn't throw it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like really weirded out by that. But that's okay, and even here, after 5-hit pummeling me into the face, she doesn't hit me. I wait out the timer there to bait as much of a special as I can. She does throw the special 2, and I phase again. I get the 1 hit here, and then unlucky, but that's okay, but she just plays super defensive. I wasn't confident in my phase timer, and then she goes super aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, 1, after only 5 hits, she went hyper defensive, which is really, really weird. And like 2, that special 2 should have been an intercept moment. There was no reason for her to go passive like that. It just seems like the AI is being way more intelligent against Ghost. Maybe that's just me, but I reached out to like alliance mates and other people have noticed it as well. I feel like the AI has tuned up to be way more defensive against Ghost in general. I think maybe the phase is triggering like an intelligent AI of like play more defensive, because a lot more often I find myself in this awkward position where I'm on like the last second of my phase counter, which is fine if you're very high skilled or very confident, but against Domino, because she has that double medium hit, can be very, very tricky. That's okay in the future. I think the lesson I learned there is I'm going to bring someone other than Ghost for that fight, probably Warlock if I can afford the slot. Next up, I have this Power Gain Vision, unblockable special 2, and I'm trying to take him down with Claire, because I thought, you know, Claire handles this fight very, very well in duels. You're going to see that the Power Focus 2 and the Power Gain, when I throw my special 2 with Claire, kind of keeps him at like a permanent 2 bars of power, just shy of a special 3. So it's actually not a good fight matchup. So I'm just doing my standard rotation here just to cycle through. I drop the poison on, and now I'm at my special 2. And this is normally the point in a duel where I just cheese the vision. But you can see here, barely under a special 3. So I can't afford to hit into his block. I can't afford to take a single hit. I have to rinse back into another special 2 rotation, or I'm burned. I'm here again, same thing. I mean, on the flip side, you know, I'm right there at the edge of special 2. The special 2 unblockable part here, it's really tough for me to dex. I'm just not good enough yet. So I end up taking it to the face. And I'm low enough health here that I don't want to risk the special 2 rotation, so I just go for the money with a Incinerate phase special 2, and it is able to take him down. I'm lucky there, I got the full attack bonus, but again, I think the thing I learned there is in the future, I'll stick to Doom or Sim Supreme for that Vision Arcus. I think those 2 champions work a lot better. I think Claire is probably doable, maybe if you're running like, you know, any kind of like Mystic special boosters, or maybe you're running like a special 3 or, you know, an invulnerable boost, so you can just confidently tank special 3s. That's probably much safer. Or maybe you play it where you're not really throwing specials with Claire, you really only throw special 3s, and then you use her Nullify to prevent the power gain. I think those kinds of methods is probably what I'll stick to in the future. But that said, I hope you enjoyed this war video. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.